You write down the explanation, the examples, the words that I'm saying, the instructions that I'm giving, because it is going to be a lot of information. It's probably going to be a little bit of a longer video this time. So please do make sure that you are writing these things down. That way you're able to go back and look at your notes, and just only from the notes, without rewatching the video again later, you can remind yourself of the things that were taught in this lesson. The objective for this lesson is to be able to adapt and apply the percent equation with problems including percent increase and percent decrease. So please pause the video right now and write that down. Okay, and then also I'm just going to go over a few examples to kind of demonstrate this. So let's read the first one together. It says the original price of some jeans you want to get is $50. The new price is $36. What is the percent discount of the new jeans? Okay, so write that down again. Okay, now the original price we said is $50. The new price is $36. We want to know the percent decrease. So here again is our percent equation. Something is some percent of a number over 100. So we know that the question that we just said is asking what is the percent decrease? What is the percent decrease? So this is going to be our variable or our question. What is the percent decrease? The percent decrease, and then over here on the bottom is where we're going to write the original amount, okay, $50. And almost always that's where the original amount goes. The top left is the one that gets a little tricky. We want to know the percent decrease. Okay, so the new price is $36. If we want to know the percent decrease, there's a few ways to do this, but the way that I like to do is, well, if the original price was 50 and the new price was 36, it went down by $14. It went down by $14. So if we want to know the percent decrease, then here we would want to write $14 because that's how much dollars it decreased by. And if it decreased by $14, we want to know what percent is that of the original 50. So again, I'm giving a lot of explanation. You need to write these things down that I'm saying, or else you won't plug this in correctly, I think. Now we have the proportion of 14 over 50 equals something over 100. I'm not going to redo how to do proportions. I think most of us can see that 50 times 2 equals 100. So 14 times 2 equals 28. So it was a 28% decrease. Now again, without going through it all, you could simplify this to make it 7 over 25. Cross multiply 100 times 7 divided by 25 and get the answer that way as well. So we're not going to redo all that. Let's try another problem. Let's say I have the problem last bake sale earned $90 and this bake sale earned $110. What is the percent increase from last bake sale to this bake sale? Please write that down. Okay, so now we're looking for the percent increase. So again, the percent, we want to know the percent increase. That's going to go on top. Okay, last year was, or the last bake sale anyway, was $90. We want to know what the percent increase is, and it went from 90 to 110. So that's an increase of $20. 110 minus 90 is 20. It increased by $20. So here, if we're going to find the percent increase, this is going to be the amount increase. It increased by $20. So we want to know what is 20 of 90? What is 20, or 20 is what percent of 90, if you want to state it like this. So we have basically 2 over 9 equals what over 100, and then cross products is going to give me 200. I'll just write it here. 200 equals 9x. Okay, we're going to divide both sides by 9. So 200 divided by 9 is going to be 2, 18, 2, 18. I think we can see where this is going. 2 repeating. So the percent increase is approximately a 22, or if you wanted to get really exact, 22.2 repeating percent increase. Okay, let's do a few more. Let's say we have a different type of problem, and again, there's a lot of real life applications to this, and so I'm going to show you a few other words that you might come across, and maybe these are new vocabulary words for some of you. You might not be tested on them, but you'll need to know it or you won't be able to do those problems. Usually when something is going down or it's decreasing or it's the lesser amount, we hear the sale price. That usually means it's less, right? A discount, or the wholesale price. Wholesale means that's the price that the store buys something at, and then they mark it up and they sell it for retail. So again, the increase is, or the larger amount usually is the markup. Okay, that would increase the price. Taxes increase the price. Tips or a raise usually increases. Those are signals of increasing a price. Retail, okay, again, retail as opposed to wholesale. Wholesale is what the stores buy things at. Retail is what they sell them to the customer at. And then commission. Commission is a word that means basically the salesperson gets some money for selling that product. Some stores work off a commission. Okay, so let's say you have a toy for your nephew costs, oops, I'll put the percent sign, it should be dollars. It costs $14.20. Sorry, that percent should be dollars. $14.20, but it is discounted 20%. Was the new price. So the toy costs $14.20. It's discounted 20%. What's the new price? Well, it's discounted 20%. Now, before you write 20%, we want to know what is the new price, and we're given the old price is $14.20. The new price is what? Right. So what is the new price with a 20% discount of $14.20? So this one's a little tricky. You can do it two ways. You could put 20% in here, and if you do that, then you're going to get the price that it's reduced by or discounted by. So if you do this, you're going to get the dollars off or dollars saved, right? So then you're going to have to do the original minus this amount, the dollars that you saved, 20%, equals the new price. If you do it you can do it that way. You will get the correct answer that way. That's fine, and that's how a lot of people do it. What I like to do is this, because this takes two steps. You'll need to find the amount that you're going to save, and then you're going to have to take the original price minus the amount you saved for the new price. What I like to do is, if it's 20% off, if it's going to be 20% off, then after I take off that 20%, I'm going to end up paying 80% of the new price. I'm going to pay 80% of the new price. I hope that makes sense. If it's 20% off, and then I'm going to take the original amount minus that 20% off, get the new amount, then that means I'm really paying 80%. So instead of putting 20% here, I'm going to put, I want to know what is 80% of 420, because that's the new price that I'm going to end up paying. So that's what I'm going to solve for. And this reduces to 4/5. And now we need to do the cross products. 14 5x equals, and then let's see, 1420 times 4, 0, 8, 16, 56, right? 5680. Now I need to divide that by 5. It's going to be 1. 1, 3, 6. So the new price that I'm going to pay is $11.36. Okay, let's do one more example for you. A shirt bought wholesale costs $25. Again, that's the price that the store buys the shirt from the company. Then the markup on the shirt is 80%. So they add money to, cost to that, and then they sell the price at retail for some amount. So we want to know the real retail price of the shirt. Okay, hopefully you wrote that down. Okay. So again, with the store is buying a shirt for $25. That's the original amount. They're marking it up 80%, right? So I could find out what is 80% of 25 and then add that to the 25 to see how much they're going to sell it for. That would be one way to do this. But if I know that I'm going to take the shirt, the original $25, I'm going to mark it up 80% and then sell that, the original plus the 80% as the new retail price, then instead of doing 2 steps, I can just say, well, I really am selling it for 180% of the original cost, right? I'm going to sell it for the $25 plus the 80% markup. So I'm selling the shirt at 180% of the $25. So that's how I'm going to do this problem. And let's see, I believe this is going to reduce to 18 over 10, which then reduces to 9 over 5. And here is my 25. And then as we continue to do, I can do 25 times 9 divided by 5, or I can just notice right away that the 5 times 5 equals 25. So 9 times 5, working backwards, right? 9 times 5 would give me $45, and so that's what I will sell the shirt at, or the store will sell the shirt at, $45. Okay, there's much more to this, and it's going to take a lot of practice, so we'll do that in class. But please do try to look over your notes from this video, write a summary that's going to help you remember how to solve these problems, or maybe a tip or something like that.